So this demonstration shows us how we can train a bot and get that bot to interact with a completely new bot. So first we start up the display server. So display server acts like a relay point to allow the conversation to occur. So this starts up the display server, and then we set up the first bot. Okay, we can see that on the display it logs the fact that the Shawabti bot has started up. So each bot is given a different name. Then I will log on myself. Okay, at this point the Shawabti bot doesn't know anything at all. So let's inject some facts into the world. You can see it asks for Arnold. I say Arnold is an actor, and the actor is a person, and the person is a thing. Then it asks about Shawabti. I say it's an actor as well. What's a question? It's a question. A question is a type of a response, and it's part of language. And language is, let's say, an action. Then it asks me about one, so it's an integer, and an integer is a number is a thing, and then it asks about two, it's an integer, and that also an integer, and then it stops. Now, this doesn't flash out the entire world because there are still responses like yes or no that it needs to respond to. So let's say I ask it a question, is one an actor? And it says no. How about two an actor? Now here it asks me for no, and no is an answer, and an answer is a response. Okay, so how about 3 a number? And it says yes. And how about 1 a number? And it asks me about its own canned response, which is yes. I say yes is an answer. And at this point, the entire universe of responses has been fleshed out. Now, we want to introduce a new bot called Khufu. And it says, what is Khufu? And Khufu is an actor. And it's happy. Okay. Now, at this point, we will introduce the new bot. And let's get a conversation going. Okay. If I ask a question now, that triggers off a whole sequence of responses between the Shawabdi and Khufu bots. Shawabdi now has got a full picture of what's going on in terms of its universe, and Khufu does not. So, if I ask again the question, one number, you see that these bots are responding to each other. I'm not sure why you get a double question sometimes. It's probably because of the way the relay is being done. But you see the bots are answering each other's questions. Now, if I ask number again, Khufu says no. You can't be right. Okay, so let's try switching off Shawabti, in which case we see that Shawabti has left the conversation, and then we ask the question again, is one a number? problem is that Khufu doesn't know what no is, and we say no is a answer. And answer, he understands that, and it says no. How about no? What is one? Now, see, the problem here is that Shawabti must have answered Khufu's questions incorrectly. And so what's happened is that it's actually loaded up an incorrect view of what one is. So let's try something else. Let's try asking Khufu a different question. Um, see, it knows it's a question. How about two? It doesn't know what two is because two was never discussed. Right, so we've got to fix the answering part, because I think somewhere here something happened where one oh, hang on. Yeah, if you look here, right, when Khufu asked what one was, Shawabti said that it's a response. But really, let's check that and see whether that's what Shawabti believes. Maybe you trained Shawabti wrongly. So let's load up Shawabti again. And we see again Shawabti has come up online. Okay. Okay, and we'll ask it, which is one. Let's see what it says, integer, which is correct. Okay, so let's bring Sharpie down again. So what's happening here is that there is a coordination problem between Sharpie and Khufu. And at this point, for some reason, Sharpie was double responding to its own. The question was asked twice, and Sharpie responded twice. But in the meantime, Khufu said what is one, and Sharpie correctly said integer, but it was out of sync. And this is because Sharpti and Khufu are two different threads of execution. And so they can just say stuff and they might be in out of order. So one of the main things that we have then to talk about or develop is how do you make the bots correctly answer each other's questions or clarify